And let me try this again. Akia 13, are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Well, y'all, if we are ready to begin, please, someone give me a recap roll into chat. And then, if you give us a recap, I will award you a point of DM inspiration for tonight's session of Dungeons & Dragons, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Okay, I see an 18 coming from our friend Lotus. I see a 16 coming from Alicia. I see a 10 coming from Gaiman. Going once, going twice, and I'm going to sell it to our friend Lotus. Lotus, give us a recap, please.
All right. So, started last session. We packed up all of our stuff and finally left that cabin. We had, after our bottle episode, the session before, and before we did, Lois did reveal to everyone that she saw her dad, Levistus, in Dream, and apparently he decided to say, like, hey, I'm sorry for missing all those birthdays over the past 20 years. Here, sign this pact with me and get yourself a D10 cantrip.
That's right, he did.
Yep. So now she does that, and apparently, for Lotus, her Eldritch Blast basically gives her the concussive blast that Cyclops from X-Men has, so that's pretty cool. And then we packed up everybody and we continued our trek towards Revel's End. Unfortunately, though, we got stopped by some orcs who were hungry and cold and wanted to take our stuff, and yep. And we tried to reason with them the best way we know how, by just telling them, you don't want none of this, but they weren't having it. So we tried to intimidate them some, but that didn't really work. But we fought a couple of them off, and Gaiman decapitated their leader, and seeing that, they decided yeah, we definitely don't want none of this, and then beat feet out of there. Found some cool stuff off of the head guy there. And then we continued making our way towards Revel's End again. Another travel skill challenge that we did pretty well on. And then, as we hear, apparently Akia recognized some strange penguin-shaped robots that apparently their creator had made. And now we're trying to figure out exactly, one, what the fuck they're doing out here, and two, if they're still dangerous.
That was a great recap, definitely succinct, and kind of gives our creative juices back and flowing. Please take a point of DM inspiration. The next portion of our game, I was recently watching HGTV, so I've had a lot of time to think about this. Name one cool feature your character would add to their dream house. Akia, tell us, what one feature would they add to their dream house?
I'm sorry, I was not prepared for this question. Was this the...
It was set out yesterday, I think?
Yep, yesterday, when I realized I hadn't done it.
Can we circle back to me? I gotta think about
it. Sure. Let us go to Lotus. What would Lotus add to their dream house, given the opportunity?
Well, I think what they would like to have would be sort of a miniature movie theater set up. Something that they could invite all of her friends over, and they could, watch movies, binge stuff, play video games on it. This nice big projector screen, and have probably the biggest thing she'd want to do, of course, would be watching sports and wrestling pay-per-views.
That would be sick. Absolutely. So we would get the HGTV special designer. They would come in. They would help you get that freaking TV room set up, that movie theater seating, all of that goodness. Excellent. Lotus, you can add a Faxpiration point to your character sheet. Let us ask Alicia. Alicia, what would you add to your dream house?
I think Alicia would have a relatively decent sized sunroom, where they would essentially host tea parties after Sunday service in order to continue conversations.
I can see it. Absolutely. Get the room, the sunroom going. Have all of the peeps from church over. It would be cool.
Cookies, tea, and well, not Christ, but the morning Lord.
Hey, you know, in some realities, they may just be pretty close to the same. Pretty close. Excellent. Alicia, please give yourself a Faxpiration point. Game and Glaive, what would your character wish to add to a dream house, given the opportunity?
So I was thinking about this, and originally I was thinking, yeah, you know how everyone's got like a panic room or whatever, like rich blokes. Like I want to have a panic room in every room of the house, but nah, I'm not going to run from it. So I revised it. So it's not going to be a panic room in every room of the house. It is a gaming size hiding place, in every room. So it could be, you know, a space in the floor that I pop out from. It could be a space in the wall, but you know, a space that I could jump out from and surprise enemies in every room of my house. That's armored and pre-built, so I could hide in there and wait for them to come.
I love it, and I think that it is very fitting for Gaiman's character to wish to have like these anti-panic rooms that he could just jump out and surprise those who would be foolish enough to invade the Gaiman home. Gaiman, please award yourself a Faxpiration point. Okay, circling back to our friend Akia. Akia, what should you add to your dream house given the opportunity?
All right. This is going to sound weird. Akia. Well, you see, anytime I've never had a house of my own, but every time I visit someone's house, it seems like the space is already sort of decided for. Like, this is obviously a dining room, and this is obviously the kitchen, and this is obviously the bedroom, and there's always windows everywhere, and like it pre-decides what you want to use the room for. And I just want one room. Even the bathrooms, the outhouses have it's just crazy. So one room with no windows. I can use it however I want. No preconceptions. And I can take full advantage of all the walls because there's no windows that I have to worry about not being able to secure a shelf or something where I want it because there's a window there. Done. Anything I want room. Unless I want sunlight in that room.
We're putting a window in. Let's go. That feels like the most Akia answer possible. Akia, please give yourself a Faxpiration point for that answer. And I believe we should all be charged with Faxpiration. And we are all finding ourselves in this travel section here. Your B team members watching the prisoners that have been shackled with Akia's special magical shackles, waiting just off screen. as you all approach the bundle units. So you guys can tell me, theater of the mind here at first. What does Akia do? What does the rest of the party do as you see these strange, inactive, robotic penguins?
Well, Akia, to prepare for a dangerous situation, will go ahead and activate their new spell refueling ring and regain a 3rd level spell slot. And I think they'll walk at a slow pace, just looking around, making sure, looking for any movement. I think mainly from the bundle units. Just walking up to them within about, I don't know, around 40 feet, and just seeing if I can figure out what these guys are doing out here before I approach further.
Absolutely. And for the rest of the party, we have heard what Akia is doing. What is Lotus, Gaiman, and Alicia doing in this moment as you see Akia start to approach these?
Well, I'm certainly not letting Akia go by themselves, so I'll just follow right behind them.
Just observing from a distance.
Observing from distance, okay. And Gaiman?
We'll kind of defer to Akia and say, "Do you want me to, back you up immediately, directly, or you want me to get out my bow? Air support or close action support? What you need, mate? I'm here for it."
At this range, can I start to see that thing that you described?
The bundle unit, and how it has these very interesting looking, they almost have like a bag that's blue and bulbous, and it's attached to their bodies via a it almost looks like a black pipe, almost like a hose that's attached to them.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Are the black hoses attached on the same place on each one?
Azakia, you look around these units, you see that it looks like the bundle unit is attached at the back of the unit, and it kind of wraps around and attaches to the bag that they seem to hold in their hands.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's weird. I don't remember that being, well, I wasn't really paying too close of attention, and I probably should have asked what the purpose of the bundle units was originally. But that seems odd to design any sort of automaton that has to carry around one of its parts. I'm not sure those bags are part of the original design. Alicia, am I seeing this right? Are they carrying those bags with them?
It looks like it. This is completely outside of my wheelhouse.
I can't be certain, but I don't think those bags are part of the original design. Something might be weird. How about we split up into 2 teams? One team stays back and one team goes up. That way, if these are dangerous, maybe not everyone will be caught in whatever danger
There are a total of 5 units that you can see. 2 of the units are kind of standing atop of a cliff. The cliff is hanging out over a completely frozen lake. The units are standing relatively close to the edge of the cliff. There are 2 units, one standing atop of a frozen boulder, the other kind of standing due south of it. And then there is a singular unit hanging out roughly, let's see, about 65 to 70 feet away from the 2 units standing aboard the cliff.
Oh. I'm going to start gingerly approaching the one that's standing off by itself.
All right, and does the party follow Akia as he's moving towards the unit that is standing all on its own in solitude?
I'll keep following behind Akia. You know, still a little suspicious of these things.
Kumaki will ride on Lotus's shoulder. Well, I don't think there's anything I can tell from here. I'll just have to get closer. I'm just gonna continue carefully walking closer until I get all the way to it. I'm gonna. Does it
Party,
start
do you guys
reacting?
do the same?
Yep.
Okay. When you guys are roughly, we'll call it 25-ish feet away from it, you can get a really good look at the creature because you're finally, close enough to it. The light shining from your magical objects, your spells kind of illuminate the creature. And I can show you a little bit better of what the creature actually looks like. This unit appears to be kind of dyed red as it looks at you with these like decommissioned eyes, its beak pointing down towards the ground.
It appears to be turned off or otherwise powered down. Hello?
No response.
I'll take another step forward. I am Akia number 13.
As you say your designation, you guys see the creature. And let me do this real quick. It looks to you as its head lifts, and it says, "Enemy unit detected. Designation, Akia 13."
Oh, that's not good.
Rolls into initiative as its body lifts up and it opens its beak and lets out a siren. You see another red unit awaken. You see 2 white units awaken. From atop the cliff, you see an alpha unit stand, its body brimming with energy. As they all begin to screech and let out the same robotic call. "Enemy unit detected. Enemy unit detected."
I think maybe this is why they were deactivated.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if there's robotic penguin fight music. Okay, there's not.
Was actually surprised.
A little surprised. A little surprised at you, internets. Okay, here we go. The bundle units all jump to life. Their heads extend from their body using their long black coil that extends up and sucks down. Their bags extend away, sucking back in with their blue bag as they look at you all, especially at Akia.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Can you give me that description again? Their heads are extending on the tubes. What?
Give me one moment. I'll give you a visual representation. So the little black tube that connects to their body and their head extends up like this as they all begin to stare down at you. And then it sucks back down, and then extends out their bag.
I have no idea what that is about.
Cooper pipes up from the back. It's like there's some type of paradox, my friend. As there's a horde of these iron bundles approaching your B team, and they will fight off screen.
A pair of ducks, but there's 5 of them.
Alrighty, we will begin.
I got that, but I'm refusing to acknowledge.
The unspoiled iron bundle will begin. The unspoiled iron bundle is going to target you, Akia. They open their beak and they attempt to launch a soak upon you. So can you give me a dexterity saving throw as they try to blast you with a hydraulic bit of water.
Yeah. A 2.
And let me reveal, I'm sorry. So the water covers Akia's body, and Akia, for the first time in a long time, you feel the cold around you. As you failed the saving throw, you are now vulnerable to cold damage. As the water leaks into your joints, it soaks into your processors. It is freezing on the outside of your body.
Well, that is a sensation.
It will then begin to move upward, or it's going to move to the south, going this direction, and it lets out a scree. And that is it for the unspoiled iron bundle. It will then pass to the iron bundle unspoiled, the red unit. It will move up to this cliff edge, and it is going to target Alicia. And Alicia, from this cliff edge, I believe it has the range to do this. Its mouth opens. You expect it to fire another soaking water spray. Instead, it fires a concentrated beam of cold energy upon you.
Reaction.
Here, I will roll another d20. I think it would have missed anyway. Yeah, it would have missed anyway.
17.
Yep, so it just flies over your head. The iron bundle will stay there for now. It will pass to the repugnant iron bundle white
Oh,
unit.
actually, hold on a second. That only has a range of 30 feet, so no, that would. Sorry, I wouldn't have been able to do that. But 17 would have missed me anyway. If it was the first
Okay.
one.
Absolutely. So you definitely take back your reaction. This iron bundle unit will move 40 feet. They have a speed of 40. It will use its bonus action to skirmish to allow it to move an additional 20 feet. And it is going to use its action to create an Aurora Veil. Oh, sorry, I had the wrong one clicked when I did that. This guy creates an Aurora Veil around itself. Yeah, that was action and all of that stuff. And it will go ahead and pass to Lotus. Lotus, these iron bundles are trying to approach your party and do all sorts of nasty things to you all, seeking Akia.
Yes, I see. Alright. I'll go ahead and target unspoiled here. And let's see here. I'll go ahead and power up my Eldritch Optic Blast. Go ahead and fire 2 shots at it. Right. 2 for 4. And a 14 for 5.
A 14 will miss the unspoiled iron bundle. Your first strike does make contact.
Alright. So fire off those 2. Then here. Then
Kumaki's riding on you.
Yep. Good. And then let's see here. So I'm liking to look at that alpha and what it might do. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll bop over here behind Gaiman. And I'll tell you what, yeah, I'll go ahead and pass Gaiman.
So, surveying the battlefield, it seems they have the high ground.
Right.
But I'm not deterred by this. I'm going to bring out my longbow and I'm going to take a shot.
That is a hit on our friend Unspoiled. And it is going to take full damage. It takes 15 damage. And it is going to use, or it's going to try to use, its reaction, which I think it can do on Gaiman. So you punch it with a longbow. It will use its quick freeze upon Gaiman. Oh, give me a dexterity saving throw. I thought I had put the damage in there.
Alright, and I presume I see it coming.
You do see it coming. Uh, 20 will succeed, so we're only going to take half damage on this damage roll. Okay, so I'm going to plop out another one with the correct damage. All right, here we go. Quick freeze. And it should be cold. Okay, quick freeze.
Alright, so I take half.
That's correct.
Oh, no, I take a quarter because I'm resistant, so I would just do half and it'll do the rest, right?
Yes.
It does not appear that it wants to apply the damage at all. So I'll just do it manually. So 6 damage. Because half of 24 is 12, and then halved again because cold resistant.
Absolutely.
All right. Is all the damage being applied with the Remnants arrows? Don't they do like fire too, or am I thinking of something else? My bag of tricks.
See here, if we click on Gaiman, we go to the Rimmer as arrows.
I thought they did something special. It just says regular arrow. So I think I screwed. Maybe I just renamed Remnants arrows.
Here, let me pull them out of the item here. Yeah, they should be doing a d6 of fire damage as well.
All right. Well, do you want me to just roll a d6?
Absolutely. If I can.
Okay, so that's 3 extra fire damage.
Looks like you had 7 of those.
I hit it with 1, so I started with 8. Now I'm down to 7.
Do that. And then do that. Just checking this out here to see if it will do it on a future turn.
Well, I was going to fire again with an extra attack. So if it's doing all the damage, then yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it will now work. It will do the thing.
All right, sweet. Same target. Hit it for 13.
Hey, and it takes it. This bundle unit is looking quite malfunctioning now as electricity is kind of shooting out of it, and there are several damaged portions of its armored plating.
I'm going to pass to Alicia, and I'm going to say, "Oh, Alicia, this one down here, it's taking a bit of a pummeling. See what more damage you can pump into it."
Excuse me. That may give me a second. I mean to move her. Is it noticeable that these things are targeting a Kia specifically?
Yes, they. You see that Akia is completely doused in water at the moment.
Okay. Alicia is going to walk over with their action, trace a glyph in the air, and then touch Akia on his back, where that area that they touch will glow for a brief second, and Alicia is going to cast a 4th level Death Ward onto him. So for the next 8 hours, you drop the 0, you drop the 1 instead.
Thank you, Alicia.
Alright, and then I'm going to take a couple steps back, just as a way. And bonus action. I'll use a spell slot for this one. Yeah, I'll use a bonus action spell slot for this one. Oh wait, no, I don't have it prepared. Never mind. Well, shite. I think that's just going to be it for right now. If I actually had spiritual weapon prepared by itself, but no. So. Oh well, that's it. I will pass it then to Akia.
Right, Akia, as your turn is coming up, the Satisfactory Iron Bundle Alpha unit is going to use its 1 Paragon power.
Oh, so there's a convenient effect for a Death Ward.
With its Paragon power. It is going to, unfortunately enough, it can't hit our friend Akia, so it is simply going to begin to move and gyrate its body as it takes a dodge action for its Paragon. Akia, you're up.
Yeah. Is there a good thing to put on me for Death Ward?
Yeah, there's a convenient effect for it.
Is that different from the status effects?
Oh yeah.
Got you.
It's yeah.
Okay, thank you. I think I'm going to. Oh, what's the range on this? Sorry. The range is 60 feet, so I'll just move if I have to. Yeah, I'm gonna move 5 feet towards the alpha unit, and I'm going to say to it, "You've been recalled. You need to stop attacking your siblings." And I'm going to use sibling guilt on the alpha unit.
Right, it's going to have disadvantage on its attack rolls until it successfully hits an attack roll.
And then Kuma Q is going to target the unspoiled.
All right, unspoiled is hit for 7 damage. It is now bloodied.
And then, let's see, both. That's all of us that have gone. So I guess it's Satisfactory's turn?
All right, passing to
Or Skeptical?
you control the board. Who would you like to pass to?
I guess I just can't see Skeptical. I think that's what was messing me up. I can't see Skeptical from here. I'll pass to the Alpha.
All right, the Alpha will stop dodging. It is going to move towards y'all. It is going to use its bonus action to do Alpha Command. It's going to command one allied Iron Bundle to immediately use its reaction to move up to its speed. So it's going to have this bundle unit move up to its speed. With its bonus, it is going to continue its move to here. Okay. And our friend Akia is still under the effects of soak, so it's going to target Akia, and it's going to launch an ice beam at Akia. This is a disadvantage. Oof. Okay. Akia, it misses you. Flies off into Wild Blue yonder, and it will go ahead and pass to Skeptical. Alright, Skeptical is going to move down off this rock. And moving towards y'all. It's going to use its bonus action to skirmish, moving half its speed. Moving for an additional 20 feet. It is going to try to soak someone else, so it's going to target our friend Lotus. Lotus, this robotic penguin walks up to you, and it tries to shoot a stream of water at you. Lotus, can you give me a dexterity saving throw? And 8 is not going to get through that, so... So Lotus, if we stay there, you will get soaked. Okay, so the Iron Bundle unit did not damage anyone, so going into round number 2, it's going to pass to Unspoiled. Unspoiled is going to start making its way forward. It's going to move towards Akia and Lotus. Akia, you see the creature start to unhinge its mouth, revealing a large cone as it is going to unleash a blizzard-like cone of cold upon the party.
All right. Ooh.
So it's going to launch it just like so. All right, this is 27 points of cold damage. If you fail the saving throw, Gaiman is resistant.
What's the DC on this?
It's a 16.
All right, I'm gonna roll my Faxpiration.
Same.
I'll just take it.
Okay. So if you pass the save, you would only take half damage. If you are under the effects of soak, you would take, I guess, the full damage. If you fail the saving throw and you are under the effects of soak, you would take double that amount of damage. Oof, and that would hurt. So the creature runs up, shoots out this AoE. It is then going to use its bonus action to skirmish as it kind of runs away from you, Akia. As it does so, its head kind of bobbles behind it.
All right. Yeah, I'll take. Oh wait, is that no opportunity? Okay.
And several of you guys can steal, so who would like to steal?
I'd like to steal if it's okay with the group, or would someone
for
else got a plan? All right. Game's gonna look around at the robot penguins and he's like, "Ah, you done fucked up." And he's gonna drop his bow. He's gonna get out Lucille. And I need to double check the feature real quick. Hold on. Okay. Shoot. Yeah. Can't do this yet, but I'm gonna run over, whisper to Lucille, breathe, and giant, and I'm gonna target Unspoiled.
Oh my gosh, that's a critical hit. Because the Iron Bundle unit is in this Aurora Veil, it takes half damage from slashing, regardless of magical or not. So it is still barely standing.
So, second verse, same as the first.
That is also a hit upon the bundle unit. And it's basically just like as the icy Aurora Veil is protecting its body.
And after two solid hits, Gabe is just like, "God damn it, why won't you fucking die?" And I'm assuming it's gonna steal.
It will first. It's going to spend its reaction to enable a quick freeze upon Gaiman.
Okay, advantage because I see it's coming.
Yep.
22.
And this only for a quarter damage for Gaiman, as it is unable to deal a massive amount with this, and this creature is already gone.
I guess if you pass
I'll take it.
to...
I'll pass to Alicia.
All right. Alicia is going to 30 feet. Yeah, it's gonna run over to here. Actually, hold on. Before that happens, yes, Alicia's gonna target unspoiled. Excuse me. It's gonna shoot Fiction. Jesus Christ.
It flows past the creature's body, not making solid contact.
DM Inspos can be used for rerolls.
I guess we need to conversate on that, because I know in some of the other Crashverse games that they do use them for rerolls or for advantage, and we had never spoken about that, so we could take a quick moment here to discuss. Do you guys want to do that, where you could use it for either advantage or a reroll? What are the player thoughts?
I like the reroll up.
I like it as an either or, just you gotta call it.
Or either or, yeah.
All right. I'd be fine with that.
Okay.
Now, what's going on in your brain?
I mean, it's not a big deal to me either way.
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Half of me is like, well, I don't want too many things that make combat easier, but on the other hand, DM inspiration is one of those resources that you get for, doing something really cool, so it can very easily feel wasted. So it's like your most precious resource almost, and then you can waste it by like not needing it, or so I can kind of go either way.
All right, well then I am cool with, from this point forward, we can use it for either a reroll or calling it beforehand to roll for advantage.
Okay. I will spend my DM Inspo for reroll.
Let's go. Let's see what happens.
Ugh.
A
15.
15 does not hit the Iron Bundle unit.
Well, that's annoying. Alright. In either case, Alicia's gonna run over to here. See that Gaiman has taken the seal out and is going to trace a glyph into the air and will touch the head. Actually, it's on fire. Yes. I'll touch the shaft of his axe. Phrasing. And it starts to glow with a holy light as they're going to spend a 5th level and cast not all that. They're going to cast Holy Weapon onto it. Also, I don't know why it's making the penguin glow. It's supposed to be on Gaiman.
Gaiman will consent for you to bless his shaft.
Your shaft is bless my son. That's gonna be it for me. Action, bonus action.
There we go. Gaiman, you are now glowing. Or your axe is glowing.
Then I will pass it to... Who wants it?
Akia will take it. They're just gonna wipe off water anyway, so.
I'll pass it to Akia.
Yeah.
Alright, Akia's going to...
The Iron Bundle Alpha unit is going to use its Paragon that regained last round to go right now. It's going to use its Paragon, and it is actually... this is going to be made at disadvantage anyway, so it's going to fire another Ice Beam at our friend Akia.
Oh.
That's a disadvantage, so an 11.
Ooh.
Because it's got to hit somebody before it can lose that disadvantage. All right, Akia, take it away.
All right. I'm going to use my action to wipe off the soak effect. And my bonus action, I think it would be really good to get rid of one of them because right now the tide's not with us in battle. And I'll try and turn that with just a tiny attack from Kumakyu, hopefully. Bonus action attack. And 11. The
11
ding, ding sound.
This boy be tanking. Boy be tanking.
And let's see. Pass to Lotus, and then a whole bunch of iron bundles get to go. And this could be very bad. Actually, can I move first?
Yeah, you can move first.
I think I'm just gonna 5e shuffle around this guy just so it's harder to catch everybody in a cone of cold. And then pass to Lotus.
Hey, Lotus is up.
All right. I definitely agree with Kia. We should try to get this one off the board if we can. So I do like getting that guaranteed hit, and I have busted out. So I'll go ahead and spend second level spell slot for magic missile. We'll hit first 2 arrows at unspoiled, and then the other 2 at repugnant, right in front of Kia.
Okay,
So-
unspoiled is destroyed. And your second 2 are going to which bundle unit?
Repugnant, one right in front of Kia here.
Okay, and it takes the full damage.
All right. Let's see here. Seeing the AoEs, I do like the idea of get some distance between us. So I'll go ahead and take some movement here. Let's go ahead and run straight back this way from a full movement. And I guess since I did cause some damage to Repugnant, that would give it the opportunity to steal.
Absolutely, Repugnant will steal. Repugnant. Let's see here. Okay, it's going to target Akia. Akia, it spins around in the air, almost as if it were in a swimming pool, and it attempts to use its flip turn upon you. It misses as its feet kind of fly over your head, unable to make solid contact. So it is going to skirmish as it goes and begins to run away from Akia.
These bundle units are terribly graceful.
It gets to there. It then moves, using its movement. Oh, to there. Let's see, that was action, bonus action, movement. It will pass to complacent. Complacent slides down this rock as it's right behind Lotus. And it kind of like waffles up towards you. Its eyes glowing blue in the dark night sky. Okay. It is going to attempt to attack. Oh, Lotus has been soaked, so its fist kind of glows this white blue as it throws a frozen punch at Lotus.
All right, 16 just meets my AC, so I'm going to burn my reaction and first level spell slot for shield, bumping my AC up to 21.
Okay, there we go. It smashes against your magical shield, unable to deal serious damage to you and potentially restrain you in ice.
And I just imagine it's like she brings up, like the Doctor Strange style, like rune shield, and then as she does, she gives it the finger and says, "Calculate this."
The Iron Bundle will skirmish as it will continue to move. Over to here. As they continue to kind of spread around, being annoying. Okay, Skeptical. It is going to move here. Target Akia. It needs to roll to see if it gets soak back. It does get its soak back. Kia, it is going to try to soak you in water. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
I get soaked in water.
So Kia, you get soaked in water as your bones start to feel a little chilled.
Oh no, I have bones!
Its ability gives you bones. And now it will run over to be next to Lotus. Okay, they will pass to the satisfactory Iron Bundle Alpha unit, who, because its turn has come up, gets its legendary Paragon back. Okay, it's going to use its bonus action to do Alpha Command. It's going to have Skeptical, who I believe is within range. Or actually, it's going to have Repugnant just move. So it's more centralized. There. Then it's going to try to attack you, Game, with its own flip turn.
Okay.
Okay.
23 definitely hits.
So it basically does a little front flip in the air, kicks Gaiman, and then it starts to waddle away.
And this is just bludgeoning damage? Yeah, bludgeoning. Okay, so I take half of that. No, I take the full thing. I'm not raging yet.
We see a little bit of Gaiman slobber come out of Gaiman's mouth. So bonus action, and it will then move to be right next to Akia. Okay, and Gaiman, would you like to steal going into round 3 as these creatures continue to run around?
Absolutely. So Gaiman is he is very upset about the situation. He's not happy at all. He is going to rage. And we are going to try and kill off this critter, this metallic penguin that's been sticking around way too long.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it! I'm guessing 12 misses.
That's correct.
That one that you're next to is dead.
Yeah, this guy did. The unspelled
Oh.
explode.
I thought he was still going. Well, in that case, I would run over here, and I would fail to hit them.
They are oddly swift, these bundle units, as they dip, duck, and dodge in the snow.
All right, 24 for 37.
That is a lot of damage from all of the things happening right now. Okay.
So Holy Weapon is adding 2d8 radiant, so that
Yep.
looks to be an extra 11 from it, is radiant.
Okay.
And then it seems he's doing a d6 of fire.
Yeah, it looks like it's lumping in the 2d8 as a
Yeah, effects are weird like that. You can't differentiate
as slashing.
as different damage. It's weird.
Okay, so the 2d8.
So 11's radiant, 2's from rage, 5 from fire, and the rest is slashing.
Okay. So that would be 22. So it takes 11. Okay, perfect. Do this. So it is still standing.
Okay. That's my turn. So that was a bonus action to rage, ran over, swung at it twice, missed once, connected for the second. And I'll pass to Alicia if this thing doesn't.
Okay, it will steal, and this was repugnant. Okay, here we go. Repugnant. It will skirmish to move up to half its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. So it's going to go 20 feet to here. It's going to target Gaiman. And Gaiman, as it moves away, it's going to try to soak you in water. And Gaiman can give me a dexterity saving throw. You do see this coming.
$10. Ugh.
So Gaiman, you
I'm gonna
expecting-
use my DM inspiration reroll that.
okay?
Wait, no, inspiration. Okay, I have to take it.
Okay, you get soaked. You're expecting maybe a more harmful effect, and it just sprays you with water. And Gaiman, this is probably one of the strangest sensations you've felt, potentially in a long time. It's cold outside. As you feel vulnerable to the cold. Maybe
I'm not savable.
Absolutely. Okay. That's the creature's bonus action in action. And it's going to move here by this rock. It is then going to pass to Complacent. All right, Complacent. It's quickly going to move into a flanking position on Lotus. Lotus, you haven't had your turn yet, so you still have a higher AC, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So it's going to gain a flanking bonus, and it is going to attempt to throw an ice punch at Lotus's back. But a 25 will hit Lotus.
I think you might be hiding that there.
Oh, sorry. Or,
That
what was that?
I don't
Yeah,
see
'cause
it
I'm
either.
not seeing it coming up.
Same.
There
There
we
it
go.
is. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I was making Gaiman's ability separate out the radiant damage. Okay, so it punches Lotus, and Lotus, as it connects with the punch, I'm going to need you to give me a Constitution saving throw, otherwise you will get encased in ice.
Let me go ahead and burn my Faxpiration on that.
Absolutely.
17.
All right. Lotus not encased in ice by this punch. So Lotus, as this creature sneaks up behind you, it throws a haymaker of an ice punch. Boom! Makes solid contact. And once again, an odd experience for Lotus as you feel the cold sting of winter punch you in the jaw. All right, that was this creature. It will skirmish, and it will run away to here. And move to here. And Lotus, you have the opportunity to steal.
Yes, I will definitely steal. Alright. Lotus is looking a little pissed because it's like, she's thinking to herself, like, man, these things are just moving around so much. None of them are staying in fireball range.
Yep, that's why I was asking you to move earlier.
Alright, I'll go ahead and start moving away myself. So I'll start moving this way, which would give this one attack of opportunity.
All right, it will throw a ice punch at you. Misses.
Miss, alright. Let's see. I'll go over here and then here. Alright. Let me see here. Yeah. Still not enough to get more than 2 in a fireball, so I'll go ahead and spend a sorcery point for Twin Spell. Not do as much, but it'll be the next best thing. I'll go ahead and Twin Spell Firebolt. So I'll go ahead and chuck the first one at, let's see here, at Repugnant. Alright, 27 for 10. Alright, and then what? I'll go ahead and go throw the other one at the Alpha.
Oh, that's
Natural
a critical
20,
hit.
let's fucking go!
All right, so Lotus, here's what happens. So you hit the alpha for 29 points of damage. So both their reactions are going to go off. So the quick freeze from Repugnant. Just let me make sure of the range. Okay. So this is Repugnant. So you need to make a Dexterity saving throw. Okay, perfect. You make the saving throw. But Lotus is still vulnerable to cold damage. Oof. Okay. And so Repugnant's reaction is used. This is going to be maybe a little scary. Satisfactory Iron Bundle Alpha unit. Their quick freeze goes off as well. All right, here we go, Lotus. Okay, not too bad.
Alright, so that's all for me. So here, Repugnant already went, but since the Alpha took damage, that would give it the opportunity to steal.
All right, Satisfactory will steal. It still has disadvantage. All right, it is going to use its Alpha command to have Complacent. To move up to be next to Alicia. Let's see. It is going to move up next to Akia. Right, Akia, this is going to be at disadvantage. It is going to attempt a Ice Punch. Oof. As it misses, not able to make solid contact with you. As it narrows its kind of beady, glowing blue eyes.
Please stop and be recalled like a good robot.
It will pass to Skeptical. Right, Skeptical gets its soak back. It's going to enact its Aurora Veil with its action. It's going to start moving over this way. And it'll use its bonus action to skirmish as it starts to move down. And it will pass to Akia.
Sliding around on their cute bellies. All right. Oh, I would like to not be wet, but it keeps happening. We got to hit one. Are any of these damaged?
They are.
This one's damaged.
Let's see. Barely
Repugnant
injured.
And Satisfactory is.
Okay. I am going to use my bonus action to activate a Chardalon Stride. And flames start coming out my feet. I now have a speed of 50, and I don't provoke opportunity attacks. And I'm going to attempt to punch the Alpha unit target. And punch. 16.
A 16 is right on the nubbin for what you needed to hit it.
Alright, now that I've taunted it, I'm gonna...
It's going to use its reaction.
Okay.
Because the game is reaction back. So can you give me a dexterity saving throw, Akia?
Oh man, this is gonna be so bad. I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's much I can do for that. We are failing our saves like crazy. So I take 40 damage. Right?
Correct, because you are vulnerable to cold at the moment. You make the Constitution saving throw.
All right. I don't want to punch in. Actually, this other one's already used its reaction, so I'm going to move down to it, and also attempt to punch it. $16 for 12.
16 hits.
And it takes how much damage? Takes a d6 of fire damage. Then I'm going to move back in range of the first guy to hit it with a d6 of fire damage. And then I don't want to provoke a reaction from the other guys, so I think I'm gonna run away a little bit. So that's 25. Oh, did I start in that square? I guess so. So that's 30. Alright, that's all my movement. And my bonus action, I'm going to give myself some temp HP. And then pass to Alicia.
Alright, Alicia, you're up.
Okay. Alicia is going to pirouette around this one, and as they're kind of spinning around, they will form a bead of orange light in their hand and chuck it at the 4th level. Right.
All right, here we go.
So all
We'll
three
grab-
of them. Saves. DC 17.
Finally, one of us is able to get off a fireball.
Nah,
Big
it's
complacent
two.
failed.
2 of them passed. They have good deck saves. That's good to know.
Yeah, they seem to be very fast little critters.
But still 15 damage if they save.
Yes, they seem to take the full damage.
So full 31.
Yeah, complacent basically went from not being hurt to bloodied in one strike.
Alright. And then bonus action. Nothing that I'm able to use my bonus action for. So that's going into this next round, I guess I get
Complacent will steal.
And repugnant and satisfactory are taunted.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, repugnant's near death. It's just like us.
Okay, Complacent steals. Complacent's going to use their action. It opens its mouth wide in front of Alicia, and it attempts to soak Alicia with water.
That's a fail. I'll burn my Vexpiration.
On the nubbin, you succeed. You do not get soaked with water.
Alright.
Right. The creature did not soak you with water. It'll use its bonus action to skirmish, and it is going to. Let me so it was standing right next to you. Let me reset its movement. Oh, I grabbed the dead one. It's going to start moving down towards this boat, and it will stay there for the moment, and then it will pass to Skeptical.
I think I would like to use a DM inspiration to steal.
Okay. Let me
All right.
undo its activation.
Alright, that's my last DM inspiration, but I think attempting to take out Repugnant could be worth it. So I'm going to... Let's see. Spellbook. I think taking it out is super duper important. So I'm going to... let's see, what would be better? 3rd level magic missiles, or... let's see. I'll move 50 feet. 50 feet. What's this ledge like here?
It's a 10-foot climb to get up that ledge.
Okay, so I don't... And is this frozen?
It is moving from the frozen lake onto a rocky beach type of situation.
Okay. Then I think I have to move here instead. I don't think I've got enough movement to climb that. Alright, I'm going to... I'm sorry. Where'd I start? let's see. Do I have enough movement to? Okay, that's where I started. That's 40 feet to there. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to lightning bolt. Oh wait, sorry. Let me try that again. I clicked it one extra time.
All right. I will
It's
make the
supposed to
dex
be like
save.
that.
Oh, you can
Okay, I'll bring it.
rotate the.
Seeds. All right. Repugnant succeeds, only taking half. And complacent fails, taking the full damage. So, let's see. Did any of these guys get their reaction back? I don't think Repugnant or Satisfactory would have because they haven't gone yet this round. Complacent. Let's see how far away he is from Akia. Akia, he is within range. He uses his quick freeze upon you.
Okay.
Oh, and let me just click it from a different sheet. Let me click it from another sheet. Good face.
Oh wow, these are just the worst saving throws our team has made this campaign. Except maybe with the Banshee. All right, so the DC's like 16, 17, I believe. So there's
Yep, it's a 16.
Okay, nothing I can do there. So I take 34 damage.
Yep,
Right? 17 times 2.
that is correct.
Okay, that drops me to 0.
You drop the 1 because of Death Ward.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
I dropped to
purpose I
1.
put it on you.
That's a good call.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then this probably won't do anything, but I will bonus action give myself some temp HP.
Here we go.
All right, that's it.
Okay, they some of these bad boys just got damaged, so they're gonna steal it. So the satisfactory unit.
No one has a DM spell. I'd like to use a fan spell
I'm
to
tapped
seal.
out.
Actually, I do have 2 DM inspirations, so I'll go ahead and steal the initiative then.
Okay, Lotus stealing here.
All right. I'm in pretty bad shape here, so I'm going to spend a bonus action. Since I've got quite a few of these, go ahead and drink Greater Healing Potion. Alright, not too shabby. Let's give myself a little bit there. Alright. I see a couple of these are near death, so I'm hoping I can probably wipe them off the board. This. Alright. Just like before, I'm going to go ahead and 2nd level spell slot for Magic Missile. The first 2 darts I want to go to Repugnant, and then the second 2 I want to go to Complacent.
Okay. First 2 at Repugnant, next 2 at Complacent. Alright, Repugnant is destroyed. For the poor Rime friends. And okay. Complacent is still up.
Thanks,
All right.
YOLO.
Oh yes, thank you. Alright, then let's go ahead and take some movement here. Dip. Up away this way. Policeman's already gone, so then I will go ahead and then pass to Alicia.
Alicia is up.
All right. I'm going to target complacent. And launch I'm gonna do a guiding bolt at second level. Complacent. That definitely hits. Nat 20 for 34 points of damage.
Yeah, describe to us how you destroy that bundle unit.
I think I have previously described Alicia's guiding bolt like Yusuke Urameshi's spirit gun from Yu Yu Hakusho. So yeah, just like a bead of light forms on their hand and they kind of point out fire and it just rips through this thing's center of its torso.
Absolutely. It does a small explosion as you destroy it.
Alright. Let's see. So these ones at the bottom right. There's Skeptical that's unarmed. That's backward. Alicia's just gonna move, say about 20 feet this way so they can be a little bit closer to the team when they get to. And that's going to be I'll pass it to Damon. It's that you can't see.
Hey, Damon, you're up.
All right.
Cannot steal.
Gaiman has had enough of this bullshit. He is gonna make a beeline for the leader, and he is going to recklessly swing on them.
Holy balls. So we got 36 points of slashing, 21 points of weight, 6 points of fire upon the satisfactory bundle unit.
This is the damage I was looking for adding holy weapon.
The creature just as it goes from relatively healthy to near death in one strike.
Okay, the game was like, yes! Die! Die, you scumbag! Rah! 13?
13 will miss.
I have nothing. That was some pretty healthy damage. Wait, can I succeed at a cost?
So you succeed at a cost. You can. So in initiative, that would... Let's see what happens. So for Damon, it would be this result.
I will lose a stone's dirt.
Excellent. All right, and let's just re-roll the attack to get new damage. All right, the bundle unit is near death. But it's still going.
Unfortunately, that's all I got.
All right, the bundle unit Alpha will steal as its head kind of cricks around, regains its reaction, regains its Paragon. It is going to skirmish as it moves half its speed away. It's going to target Gaiman, who is definitely the biggest point of damage on the board, and it is going to fire a beam of ice at Gaiman.
Okay, so I did not shake off the water from before.
Right. So this would be 20 points of damage, doubled to 40 as Gaiman is just blasted.
Well, I gotta make a con save though, right?
The con save is to see if you're restrained in ice.
Oh, fuck. Okay,
I will
great.
use my reaction for Warning Flare.
All right, I'll roll another d20 to see if it is. So it's a 12 on the die, or an 8.
Makes it a 21.
Ah,
So it still hit Gaiman.
that's right.
All right, Gaiman, you are not restrained in ice after taking this beam to the chest.
Okay. So, it's still 40.
Oh wait,
Right.
did that one still have? Did that one ever actually hit with an attack?
You know what? This one hasn't hit with an attack, so it would have been at disadvantage to begin with. So it would have been a 14. So
Oh wait, no, Gaiman attacked recklessly.
Gaiman did attack recklessly.
I'm sorry.
It would have been a 17. So it did hit with its attack, so it would have lost the thing from you. The first thing from you. Hey, there we go.
All right. So I'm gonna reduce that by 9. So I only take
31.
31.
So the creature is going to move 40 feet to here. And then an additional 20 feet to here. And then it will pass to Skeptical. All right, Skeptical. We'll move out to here. And it's going to move. It's a last 40 feet up to Lotus and Kumakyu. As it runs up, it's basically trying to gain speed. And it's going to attempt to punch Lotus.
Yep. Even with my shield, can't do anything.
And I believe Lotus is still soaked. Oh no!
Yep. 1 HP over. That puts me down to 0.
And Lotus, give me a con save to see if your body is frozen in ice. As this fight is going on, we just see a flash cut of the B team, and Akia, your friend, all of your friends, Cooper is just yelling out, "Who made these things?" as they're getting like sprayed with water and squirted and such.
Okay.
Now, so Lotus, you were just damaged. Do you wish to steal?
I would not recommend it, Lotus.
As much as I would like to hear, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to start rolling those death saves.
Right, Satisfactory will steal. Will take it as he is passed to. Okay, Satisfactory. Let's see here. It's going to move into here. It's going to target Akia. Akia, it begins to charge up, and it fires an ice beam at you. It misses
Oh, thank goodness.
as it snaps its fingers. Gosh, okay. It's going to then use its alpha command. And the skeptical unit, it sees this Kumaku. And it shakes its head like, "Not today, you little thing." And it will ice punch Kumaku.
Oh, these things are Evil.
And you just see it punch through Kumaku's body, ripping out Kumaku's little homunculus heart, and then squishing it in its hand. The bundle will continue to move up to here. And it will pass. It's going to pass to Akia.
Ooh. Okay. Well, what is the range on this? Definitely within the range of their reaction. Okay. Well, I'm dropping to 0 if I hit either way. So, I'm gonna target the alpha. Does the stride hit allies? I guess that's important to know.
Let's look.
Yeah, it hits allies.
Oops.
I'm going to drop concentration on actually I'm going to it doesn't matter. I'm gonna drop concentration on the stride. I'm going to just move next to Gavin because I'm a very good chance I'm about to drop. And I'm going to launch the knobber knocker at the alpha.
All right, you launch the knobber knocker at the alpha. It takes the damage. It is dead. Can't take its reaction as there's a hole blown through its chest.
Phew.
It is destroyed.
All right. Yeah, that's 10 feet of movement. 15, 20, 25, 30. Coming for you, Lotus. And pass to Alicia. Okay, I'm gonna pass to Gaiman.
All right. Sorry, I'm having to survey the battlefield. So the last one is...
Skeptical.
Yeah, okay. So Gaiman is just gonna run up on this guy and like a speed-eating freight train. He's like just like anime speed running, Lucille held high, and he just sort of slides in, snow spraying up, and he just recklessly will lash out with his axe on this sole remaining enemy.
Absolutely. That's a huge
Crystals
hit.
be flying tonight.
With a crit, 61 damage. Holy crap. Okay, so takes 29 slashing,
Power of Christ compels you, my son.
25 radiant, and 7 fire. The creature is very injured from 61 points of damage.
All right, my sister Lathander. I've got this. All right, and we'll do an extra attack again. Reckless. 21 for 29.
Okay, this creature had exactly 29 hit points left as it is destroyed.
In my kingdom for multi-class, because I can't, bonus action a potion into Lotus. All right, I will pass to Alicia, who's got this.
Yeah, Alicia is up as the final iron bundle unit hits the deck.
Alright, since the last enemy has been removed from the board, Alicia will spend a first level spell slot as a bonus action for healing word onto Lotus for 9 hit points. Get them back up.
Right. Lotus is no longer unconscious and failing or having to make death saves. So we will end the combat tracker with you all defeating the iron bundle units.
Yeah, it's like Alicia feels the warming, healing lights of Lathander over her, and she'll slowly open her eyes and then look up, and then she'll look around, see the robot penguins are all in pieces on the ground, but then she'll see the what remains of Kumaku and gather them up, and she'll, holding them in both hands, very gingerly walk over you towards Kia. Said, "I'm sorry I couldn't protect them."
It's all right.
Then as she hands off the remains of Kumaku, she'll take a few steps back, and then she'll reach for a pack of cigarettes, forgetting, and then she hears your voice talk about how smoking's bad for you. And then she'll just roll her eyes and then say, "Akia, were you trying to do that to stop me from smoking?"
Oh, meh.
She'll shrug, and even as it's speaking, she'll put the cigarette in her mouth and then lie with prestidigitation and then say, "If the Surgeon General couldn't get me to stop, I don't think you're going to have much luck."
Well,
Still funny.
I am going to ask for you to stop moving because you are bleeding all over the place. You will need some tending to your wounds.
She nods, and she's very careful to make sure to keep the smoke away from your face.
Gaiman, like a big, angry dog, will shake vigorously to remove the excess water that had hurt him so badly. He now vows to never bathe again. No, I'm kidding. He will turn to Lotus and say, "I mean, to be fair, you all got my case when I had Crystal. You didn't want me killing myself, so..."
Well, considering everything we've been up against, I think lung cancer is the least of the things I have to worry about potentially killing me.
Is the rest of the team okay?
The B team emerges, each of them holding the head of an iron bundle unit, crunching it into the snow.
Still unsure what the purpose of those was.
Well, we probably need to take a minute before we press on. So why don't you do an necropsy or whatever? Examine them, dissect them, figure out what makes them tick. Bit worry. Maybe you can find useful things to tinker with.
Quite possibly. Alicia, are you healing us?
Yeah. Gaiman, you get 30. Kia, you get 28. Lotus, you get 21.
He's gonna
Thank
go over
you.
where he dropped
Thank
his bow earlier and pick it up.
I'll put away the pieces of Kumakyu.
So, what was the intended purpose of these creatures again? You said that I heard you said that they should be recalled? Kia?
I'm not sure what their original purpose was. I'll try and figure that out, but yes, they were recalled for being too dangerous.
I can definitely see why.
Akia is going to cast their Cure Wounds at 2nd level on themselves.
Akia, you remember a conversation that you had with Akia 11 that these were initially created as a delivery unit, and they were meant to deliver packages to the children of Icewind Dale, like as small presents. But it was quickly discovered by your parentage that the units cannot be controlled, and would often spin off into basically violent rampages, just like this.
I will remember that and tell everybody.
Yeah, that seems like a fundamental design flaw.
I will gather up the bundle units and see if there's any useful parts, I guess.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm all for a bit of a challenge when you're a kid. Man, Alice can learn how to fight and toughen up. Jeez, I mean, that just seems excessive.
Yes.
Maybe we should spend a little bit longer here just to rest up. That was unexpectedly a little bit harder than I thought or harder of a battle than I thought.
Yes. I would like to attempt a what's it called?
Give me a monster research check to see what you might know about these creatures.
All right, I'm gonna click this button that says Monster Research. I hope that's it.
That's a huge success. Okay. So, you got a 28. You know that there are some very usable pieces from these creatures. Specifically, let's see. You targeted the Iron Metal unit. You know that these creatures are powered by an ice core. Their plating that they use could be used as an interesting material in crafting. Their beaks are actually quite sturdy and powerful. Their internal mechanism that they use to pump water through their body could be quite useful. And then finally, they have a circuitry within them that is quite useful as well.
Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff.
So their core,
yeah.
their plating, their beak, their pump mechanism, and their circuitry.
All right. I think I would like to harvester kit attack them. Try and
Okay.
recover some of these materials.
Excellent. There are 5 of them, so you can do 5 separate harvest skill checks to see what we can get from all of these units.
All right. It has been a while. I hope this is using the correct stat. It is using dexterity.
That's correct. And let me look on this here. Yeah, it won't let you do a custom tool in the new tool things now is what it looks like. But that will work. Okay, 17. A 17 is enough to get you the plating off of this first one.
All right. I'll move ahead. And a 19, that's still pretty low. I think I can do better than a 9. I'll save it for another one.
All right, on the second, that is enough as well to get you reinforced plating. There should be 4 left, I think.
All right, 25.
All right, that is enough for the plating, enough for the beak, and enough for the pump mechanism. Similarly, that is reinforced plating, X beak. So that is 4 of 6, I believe.
Okay, and I believe there were only 5 of them, so this will be the last roll.
Oh, yeah, you're correct. There is only 5. Okay, and you got 1 more reinforced plating.
All right.
These things are remarkably advanced.
Well, they were made by the same person that made me.
So you're also made of these intricate circuitry?
Hmm. You know, I'm not familiar with all of my internals, but from the bits that I have observed, I would say they are fairly intricate.
I'll admit, this is completely out of my wheelhouse, so I am fascinated. I guess previously, before meeting you, Akia, the only other constructs I've really seen were something new that they were introducing to Boulder's Gate. These steel watch constructs that were patrolling around. They were a bit intimidating, but I guess not too unlike you. But you have a personality, so that's a complete departure.
Yep. Those who let out a puff of smoke and just sort of chuckle under her breath, say, yes, because robotic police sounds like a wonderful idea.
I recall a lot of people were against it, but there's also a lot of people who have funding, so what can you do?
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
If you have a lack of law enforcement, and your options are to continue to have a lack of law enforcement or make law enforcement out of constructs, it seems like the latter would be preferable.
Well, it wasn't so much a lack of law enforcement. The Flaming Fists company usually handles the security of the city, but they're also technically a mercenary company, so that comes with a whole lot of, well, things that they can and can't do at the same time,
So
and
the
priorities
powers.
that they have.
So they were replacing mercenaries with constructs.
More or less. Well, from what I remember, they were supposed to work alongside the Flaming Fist. But, well, that was a couple of years ago when I was back in the city, so I'm not sure how much that's still the same or may have changed.
Kia will think about a bunch of Akia police force, and they will sit down and rest and work on the gold that Alicia gave them, working them into a fine filigree, much like they when they were working on that staff.
Excellent. And as Akia is working on that, what is the other members of the party getting up to?
Being party mom, tending to people's wounds.
So Lotus would just eventually use prestidigitation to dry herself off. She'll go over to Watto and the B team, just check and see how everybody's doing.
What I would say, that was quite a dangerous battle. Who would have thought that water out here would be such a dangerous element to combine with the natural elements?
Water can be a very dangerous thing. You remember I told you about my, that one time my mother was leading a workers' strike and the local law enforcement tried to disperse them using great forces of water.
Ah, yes. The librarian will put his hand on his chin. And Akia, you said that these creatures were meant to deliver toys to children initially.
I believe so.
Well, let's hope we don't encounter any more of these units. Or in greater numbers.
I guess that does bring up a question. Are these units supposed to be numerous, or?
Well, I believe she made many of them, but since they were supposed to be recalled, it's hard to tell how many of them would be left. I'm not sure how successful the recall was, since Obviously, it was not 100% successful. There could be more somewhere.
Okay. I'm going to reserve a little bit of energy just to cast another death ward on you, just in case.
Thank you.
And Gaiman, what are you up to here in this small moment of respite?
Oh, Gaiman isn't doing anything in particular, but while he's taking a short rest, he can be seen kind of basically drawing out battle plans in the snow, trying to reevaluate the fight and how it went kind of sideways and how to avoid such a fuck up in the future. Because he's thinking to himself, those orcs were, pretty straightforward. Smash them, they went in the flood. But these guys were tough. These changed tactics. So basically trying to figure out where he went wrong.
Absolutely. Noticing that you're going over that, let's see, who would be the best approacher for this? Copper would actually walk over to Gaiman and be like, I see you're sketching out what just happened over there.
Yeah, trying to figure out. Pear-shaped.
Our battle was not easy either against the units that approached us from the back. The unexpected power of these units, their mobility, it's quite difficult to deal with.
Yeah. Knew that they shouldn't clump up, so we couldn't bring certain tactics to bear.
For the future, Gaiman and everyone, are there any strategies you can think of how we could slow units like that down, if in case we ever have to do battle with highly mobile enemies in the future?
I don't have a lot in my repertoire that would allow me to slow down. I could cast a aura of spiritual guardians around me that would slow down the creatures if they're anywhere close to me, but unfortunately that's about it on my end.
I could use ice and mirrors and refraction and reflection to try and confuse them. That might slow them down.
Louis will scratch your chin and say, well, if we can see them coming, I do have use of major image. I could maybe distract them by casting an illusion of year 13.
Oh, I guess if a couple of them are relatively close to each other, I could corral them with a wall of fire or two. Keep them occupied for a couple of seconds. But yeah, those are the options that I have.
Well, they didn't seem to have the ability to fly. I suppose if I was able to attach a few of these tiny kumakus, and Akia will point to their little black kumakus that are used in their spellcasting. I could try to lift one off the ground, and then they wouldn't be able to move around if they can't get any traction. But it can be difficult for them. OOC, they can make a Constitution saving throw and avoid taking that.
Mm-hmm. Well, then it sounds like we'll have to come up with even more methods in the future on how to slow down if we do have to face any incredibly mobile warriors.
Oh, Gaiman, how was the enchantment I put on your axe? I'm just trying
That was
something
really
new.
fucking good. No, that worked like gangbusters. The only trouble was that they could kind of, stand up to some of the damage I was dealing out. So the overall impact was mitigated,
There. Well, if a couple of them are clumped up and you are nearby, it shouldn't do any damage to you, but I could detonate the light to cause a bit of a eruption of light around you. That will end the spell, I believe, but I think that light should blind them for a bit. I'll tinker around with it.
My only concern with that is that I might get blinded,
In theory, you should be fine, but I'll make sure that doesn't happen to you.
As you guys are short resting, the hour stretches forward to nearly 3 o'clock. The sky is dark, no dim light kind of shining through the cloud cover, as darkness once again has surrounded you all in the lands of Icewind Dale.
I'd say to pass the time while we're short resting to the rest of the party and anyone else who would listen, Lewis would start recounting one of her favorite stories that she remembers from when she was a child, of the Beauty and the Beast.
So, Lotus, you're telling me that in this tale, as old as time, of course, there's a talking candlestick?
It's a little chuckle at that. It's like, of all the things like here, a sentient furniture is what throws you for a loop, my love.
It's
I've heard
seems like
of
an odd addition.
I've heard of animated objects before, but not ones that can also talk. That's new.
Oh, yes, it is. The version I'm familiar with when I was younger, they could sing as well. Though I would say, Watto, thinking about it, it does remind me a lot of, maybe not a lot, but a bit of our relationship. Except I'd say, I'm the beast and you're the beauty.
He chuckles and he says, I guess you might be right about that, my love. And you said that there was a magical item in the story, a rose that melted away as the prince passed his years without finding love.
Yes, but so you can be sure from our experiences, there's plenty of magic items that can do all sorts of interesting things.
Wanda will look to the party and say, Lotus tells us more and more tales of this earth and the stories that come from there. And it just makes me think maybe eventually, if we find ourselves off of this planet, off of this realm and world, the individual planes or world that we could possibly travel to aren't all that different from this place we call home. We share tales of love and heroics, and how positive feelings can overcome negative, given a strong enough connection.
That's believable. Many of the different planes within the multiverse have their own civilizations and cultures. So it would stand to believe that they have their own ideations of love, romance, relationships.
Oh, it's even interesting because while things can be very similar but have very small changes, like, well, Dragonborn where I'm from have tails, but from what I've read when I was in the library, the Dragonborn here do not.
That's correct. Most of the
I
ones
mean,
that I've seen in the city have been without tails. But they do come in a variety assortment of colors.
What puzzles me is this whole Beauty and the Beast story. Is the fact that, yeah, she fell in love with the bloke that was on the inside. But, the packaging changed afterwards. So, she was locked up with this, furry guy. I mean, wouldn't she have been like, would she prefer the furry dude? Well, because she was like brainwashed and whatnot.
or sort of shrug and say, admittedly, it's not perfect story. Very few are. But, some people like furry guys, and she'll sort of lean over to Watto and just wrap an arm around him.
Well, no. I think it's not the furry business that bothers me. It's the fact that she's forced into spending time with him, right, to protect her father. But she's, because of the forced proximity and the incarceration, she like accepts the situation and falls in love with her captor. But the captor, he's like, oh no, you're free because I'm free, and we can be in love. Well, that's not love. That's forcing the issue. Is
I think I see where you're going with this. And also, the whole point of the story was supposed to be love unrequited, yes? That she was free to fall, or at least it sounds like she was supposed to be free to fall in love with this individual, regardless of the situation.
I mean, that may be the intention, but I mean, like, if I force someone to hang out with me 24/7, and listen, I'm no charmer, but I kind of think they might take a shine to me after a certain point of time, especially at all these shocking, bed knobs and broomsticks telling me, oh no, he always means well. Well, that strikes me as brainwash.
And you're rich, and you can provide them with things that other people can't provide them with, and I agree. That does seem weird and deceptive.
At least you will let out a chuckle. You're right. You were a bit of an acquired taste. It won't give you a little bit of a shoulder bump.
And not to even further pursue the issue, you said that after he transformed from his more beastly stage, he was what you would call conventionally handsome.
Oh yes, the whole sort of like, long flowing hair, big muscular body, brown eyes, that kind of thing.
Gaiman will start flexing, and then he will shake the non-existent mane of hair to make fun of you just a little bit.
Rich, with a castle, full suite of servants, a lot of land.
Yes, traditional, medieval lord type.
Not just a lot of land, huge tracts of land, for what the story was saying, huge tracts of land.
As Gaiman poses and shakes out his hair, there's a mysterious saxophone beat that's played.
I can literally hear it in my head.
You just start hearing Careless Whisper.
Yep.
So, heroes, how long do you guys stay at camp before you push out?
I think we should get going. Oh, we still have some, well, I guess travel time. I was about to say daylight, but that one made sense.
Yep.
Probably takes.
Lotus will just reluctantly pull herself away from Watto and say, yes, we should get going. Hopefully we can finally make it to Revel's End.
We'll ask, how's everyone doing on, I guess, their status? I am a bit low on magical energy. So I'm going to be a bit conservative if we get into another fight.
I have checked my supplies, and I am completely out of food.
I've still got some tricks up my sleeve, so to speak.
Well,
I'd rather not get into a fight. Between the orcs and these assholes.
Sure.
Yeah. If we can scare the shit out of somebody, Like, Akia, if you could just blow some poor fucker away if they're not listening to us, that might run the point home. So, lock the cannon, and Gaiman will make finger guns motion at you, just
Okay.
for emphasis.
I was joking about the food. I still do not eat.
I'm good to go.
All right. Lotus will. You'll see the eyes of the Flavy mask just glow a little bit, and she'll say like, Flavy says I've used a fair number of my spell slots, but still got a fair few left. But still, I think our original plan of trying to avoid a fight while in a highly guarded prison sounds like a good idea.
I would agree with that, my love, and everyone else. I don't want to see anyone get hurt.
If I remember correctly, the journey from the Black Cabin to Revel's End was supposed to take us 2 days.
That's correct.
And we are in the middle of the first day.
That is correct.
And I guess Lotus will just sort of feel the presence of the imp there and just turn and say, "Yes, what do you want?"
Well, I was also hoping to say that I hope you guys don't get into a fight either. We want you to succeed in your ventures. Does us no good if you all perish before completing Lotus's, contract.
You don't have to worry about that. I'll keep an eye on their health. You just stay in the background like a good little imp.
That's where I do my best work. In the background. He whispers.
He narrows eyes.
Is that just Gaiman just smacking him upside the head?
Nope, snowball.
Ugh. He's so accurate with those. Ugh.
So I guess we gotta move on.
Indeed.
Sure thing.
All right, as you guys get a move on, a couple hours into your travel, you pass by a traveling group. As you guys are making your way on the tundra, you're passing by a series of frozen trees and lakes, and you see a group of Goliaths walking in a straight line fashion, and they look to you all, and they basically give a small bow and salute as you walk by, and they say, "Hail, travelers of the Dale, remembers of the Wormdoom Crag, also known as the Laka tribe."
You said Dune Worm?
The Wormdoom Crag, our home. The lead Goliath will say. Where do you all find yourselves off to in this late afternoon?
I'll look Gaiman, if he wants to take a lead on this.
We're heading to Rebel's End. Got some prisoners to begin with.
Ah, they look over and see. We've been traveling across the Dale, going on many adventures, trying to find if there are any groups brave enough or of a strong enough will to perhaps do a small bit of challenges with us. You see, we've been finding no one brave enough, no one big enough to beat our crew in a game of tug of war. And he holds a rope aloft.
I mean, I don't to big enough, strong enough, but you know, the rest of our audience, they may not be as strong as I, but they got where it counts. You know what I mean? We complement one another.
Well, would you all be interested in a quick few athletic challenges with me and my fellows here? And then perhaps afterwards, we could share a quick bottle. And he unveils from underneath his tunic ice wine from the mountain.
Oh God. Gaiman licks his lips and he kind of looks at the others. There's like, I mean, we're to lose. I mean, it's our swan.
I mean, we do
I
have
haven't
a
had really good ice wine for ages.
I mean, we do have a task to do. However, Xander does like the athletic challenges.
It's a long trip. I believe the others would want to stop to eat soon anyway.
Lewis will just sort of give it like a resigned sigh and just be like, great, it's like gym class all over again.
Gaiman will go over to Lotus. Like, no, don't worry about it. I'll be the anchor. You know, I can get big. You know, do the thing, and we'll win. Handle it. I promise.
All right, well, but I'm not really that strong, but I guess I'll come up with something.
Do you have what's it called? Enhanceability.
Do I have what now?
Enhanceability. What does let me look through his spell book? So I've got to know some of the things that are out there. You can make someone who's especially charming, more charming, someone who's stronger, someone who's really wise. They get wiser. Shit like that.
Ah, okay. Well, I do know what you're talking about, but no, I can't.
Well, hold on a second. What do you think I was getting on about?
Look, I honestly I wasn't sure, but let me see here. And Tap Flame as going through. Let's see what new spells I get. I do have one that I picked up that can protect any of us from. Well, I picked this up because I hope that if the imp starts getting any ideas that it could protect us, but that's not going to help us really. Can't really use Major Image for much of anything. Mage Hand can only hold up to 10 pounds.
I've got a cursed totem that can make one stronger.
No, Akia, I am not holding your cursed totem.
Oh, come on. Just hold it for a
Well,
little bit.
When you say it like that, it makes it sound like a bad thing.
Yes, Akia, generally cursed objects are bad things, as I'm sure you know from personal experience.
Alicia nods in agreement.
Oh, come on. You just hold it for a little bit. You get bigger. Good things happen.
All right, here. I don't think the Goliaths would be very happy if, even temporarily, I banished them to the Waffle House.
Yeah,
I think that'd be cheating.
Yeah. Thanks for a moment.
Well,
Listen,
Gaiman,
I think I have
you
an
lot,
idea.
You lot figure it out. I'll go set it up.
Gaiman,
What?
how do the Goliaths feel about dancing?
You know, you can dance if you want to. Just don't leave your friends behind.
Because your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, then they're no friends of mine. Just screams
I guess.
lightly.
Yep, we accept the challenge. Set it up. We will have a bit of tug of war.
Excellent. We've been hoping to find a group that would be willing to play some games with us. You know, these tundras, they can really leave a harsh scar on your mind if you don't take time to enjoy what's around us or the people that you're with. My name is Vigak. These are my traveling companions, Kinya, Orene, and Egnok. And they all take time to wave. Hello. And they will show you their tug-of-war rope. Now, the tug-of-war rope is a 50-foot-long rope. The Goliaths will petition themselves on one side, and your side on the other. And how this is scored. This is very much like a skill challenge. The Goliaths will create the DC of pulling on the rope, and you four will tell me how you guys are helping this tug-of-war game win for your side. So you guys can use maybe some different skill checks here than just athletics to potentially win this game of tug-of-war. So if I grab you guys real quick. And quickly put you into an initiative. So Gaiman, the lead Goliath, Vigmek, will produce the rope for this game of tug of war. And I have so many rope assets, but none of them are just a straight rope. They're all coiled ropes.
What you gonna need the stupid fucking rope for?
Show off those
You just
Picasso
never know what you
skills.
could need a rope for. You just always fucking need it.
So, Gaiman, you are kind of the first to go here in this first challenge. Oh my gosh, that's a huge ass rope.
That's what she said.
What is the scale on this map? Let's see. It is
It's like 50 feet of rope.
17. There we go. That's, I think, a little bit more, what's the word? Manageable. So in this tug-of-war skill challenge, how would Gaiman help the team start yanking on this rope to win? As the Goliaths are all flexing their muscles, trying to pull hard on the rope.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Gaiman would be the anchor, so he and Lotus need to switch places. All right. So as the anchor, Gaiman was like 1, 2, 3, pull. Gaiman would, sort of start psyching himself up, slap his face a couple of times, and then he would rage, to give himself advantage yet again against the Goliaths, because they already have, granted they're NPC Goliaths, but they would already have, that extra large carrying capacity, pulling capacity because of being Goliaths. But Gaiman would Hulk out to make this happen. So he would rage and then just pull like his fucking life depended on it, because this is a matter of honor now.
Absolutely. Give us a athletics check at advantage.
– 27.
27 is a success. So you guys can see that the Goliath's feet are starting to get pulled over the center edge toward y'all as they are losing their grip, or maybe they are starting to lose their foothold in this challenge. Lotus, the skill challenge is continuing. You can feel the help of your friend Gaiman, your ally, having grown to large size, starting to pull these Goliaths.
All right. Well, Lotus isn't very strong with her strength of 8, but what she has found herself good at, and especially taking after her mother, is encouraging other people and wanting to help coach them along to do their best. So I would like to roll persuasion.
Absolutely. As you're saying, come on, guys, pull harder. Or
You have to roll against Akia's listlessness.
24.
his sloth. A 24 is a success, as you guys feel Lotus's encouragement.
Well, not hearing, feeling the game doesn't. It's like hear it be like, it's like Alicia. Let the light of the Morning Lord inspire you to pull harder. It's like Akia, you wouldn't want your trying to think. It's like Akia, you wouldn't want your mother to be disappointed in you, would you?
Aww.
Worse than sibling guilt. Jewish mother guilt.
Yep.
Or Catholic mother guilt, for that matter.
Either works.
Now I'm
I mean,
confused.
they come from the same place.
Why does my mother care so much about this tug of war competition? I'm so confused.
Akia, you can feel her harsh eyes look down upon you. Akia, I made your hydraulics stronger than that, didn't I?
Oh, goodness.
I didn't program you with 700 horsepower to lose to these organic fools. Okay.
I didn't think repairing my arms was a priority since the fire. I left them at strength 8.
Okay, Alicia, you guys are at 2 successes so far in this skill challenge, trying to beat this random group of Goliaths in a game of tug of war.
All right. Well, Alicia also would normally have a strength of 8. However, hers are being artificially boosted by gauntlets. But in their mind, it's pulling harder, not stronger. That should get them the win. So I would like to make an insight check against our competitors to see if there's any one of them that may be faltering, or to kind of get an understanding of like their rhythm of how they're pulling, and making sure that our team pulls at the exact moment that they are, like, say, changing their grip or something like that.
Absolutely. Give us an insight check to perfectly execute the timing of this challenge.
23.
A 23 is a success. You can tell exactly when they're shifting their hands on the rope, when they are about to have a momentary lapse of strength. Okay, 3 successes, and Akia, you have the last check in this challenge to kind of put the icing on the cake.
Everyone seems so into this. I have no idea what is going on. I am sorry, I am so weak. Akia is going to just try and, like, every time the rope slacks, they're going to try and do a maneuver with their wrist to wrap it up as fast as they can, just to get better and better grip on the rope. Sleight of hand check.
Yes, give us a sleight of hand.
Oof.
Oof
Akia,
is right.
you get a little bit of rope burn on your arm, but you guys are successful, getting 3 out of 4 checks as you pull the Goliaths over the center line of the tug of war game, with only Akia having a little bit of rope burn on their arm as a maybe slight loss to this challenge. The Goliaths will kind of stand up from their heaped pile that they were pulled down into, kind of dusting the snow and the ice off of their pants. And Vigak will approach and say, "Quite impressive. You were able to best us in this game of tug of war. And I am a man of honor, and my group are Goliaths of honor. So please, we offer in victory. Ice wine to the victors."
Gaiman is still, embiggened at the moment. So he reaches down an oversized mitt to take the ever so dainty bottle of ice wine. He's kind of like gripping it between thumb and forefinger, I feel. He's like, "This will be shared with all. Come partake with us." And then he shrinks down to normal size, and it adjusts in its hand.
We thank you for your kindness, and we would love to join your circle, your fire for the evening. And then we will continue our march to the Wormdoom Crag.
Where is that located, by the way?
Here, let us show you on your map.
Exactly my thoughts. In case we ever find ourselves in that direction.
And they will point out on your map here
Sort of like,
that the Wormdoom Crag.
so apparently since we've left the Black Cabin, we're like around here-ish.
That's correct. And there, Craig, it's quite the journey. As it's all the way
Oh wow.
in a section of the mountains. Yes, it's quite the long trek to adventure through this dale and then find ourselves back at home. But if you're ever in the neighborhood, you'll find a welcome place among the Goliaths.
Well, thank you for the invitation.
They nod, and they will pop the cork on the wine bottle for you guys, and they do have some other bottles of wine as well, and some other, kind of fun stories and experiences to share with y'all. Do you guys party hard enough to roll on the carousing table with these Goliaths?
Gaming party's hard enough to roll on the carousing table with these Goliaths.
Awesome.
Alicia,
Who else?
Alicia,
No fun. No fun.
Someone's got to be the DD.
Look, you go.
We're
You
not
can go
going
ahead.
anywhere.
There's only one person that those would be interested in partying and carousing with.
No fun.
But
Carousing
you-
doesn't necessarily mean what you're implying it means.
Watto might be partying, and then you can party with him.
Yeah, if Lotus wants to get have a fun evening, because it's been kind of so far and few between here in Icewind Dale, and get kind of crunk with the Goliaths, he will partake.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so we have two takers on the carousal table. Does Akia roll on the carousal table?
Akia is a minor and does not drink. And they've got a project to work on. They've got to work on Alicia's coffer.
Although I have to say, props for the minor thing. That is an amusing cop out. Well, not cop out. That is an amusing excuse, because it is technically true.
The best kind of true.
Okay, so we will end the session with your DM rolling on the carousal table and seeing what happens here. We got to roll. Let's see. Gavin's up first. This is 200, excuse me. 223. This reminds me of the scene in The Other Guys when they start getting crunk. Let's see, 173, and this is for Lotus, and this is for Watto. And then 144. Okay, I've seen what has happened, and the next morning we're gonna have some very interesting things. So I'm going to wait to reveal those at our next session here in Rime of the Frostmaiden. I'm excited, just based on the results of the carousal table. And of course, in our next session, you guys will spend the day traveling, and we will get to Revels in prison in our next session, based on my encounter rolls that I pre-rolled for the session. So, gentlemen, I hope that you guys have a good rest of your evening. I hope that you guys have a good we're coming up last week of June, going into July. Good week, and I will see you guys next Friday for our next session as we try to break some dude out of prison.
All right, thanks for the game.
Thanks for everything.
My pleasure, guys. I'm going to head to bed because I'm a sleepy boy. See you guys.
Later.
Bye.
And thanks everyone for tuning in. Catch you next time.